side, and I hope that regret. Still I see her, and I know that forget. And light it up.
I be counting stacks.
Side, and I hope that regret. Still I see her, and I know that forget. And light it up.
I be counting stacks.
Well, that was some timing. Hopefully, I can't hear too much background noise from my room. I've got a new setup. Everything's new. New computer. New extra stream PC. So everything will probably go wrong. But here we are. In Interlagos. A stupidly long version for some reason. Interlagos, a beautiful track in... is it in Sao Paulo, Brazil? I think it's Sao Paulo. But anyway, we're watching some beautiful GT cars. All GT legends. I think they're GT cars. Am I completely, totally wrong there? GTR cars. Okay. Anyway, so Steve. Oh yeah, gone under the 3-minute barrier, which I didn't see. I think actually some people have done it already, but they have done it finally. Don't know why I'm saying finally because I don't. Shut up on it. Right. Qualifying, I think, has finished, and I think they're all sat in the pits now, waiting for the timer to come down and for them all to go onto the grid. 1975 version of this wonderful track with these wonderful cars that, for some reason, the tyres on that front. I still haven't learned what the cars look like yet. But Steve in P1 so far. Alex in the P2 usually gets a good start. Let's see what he can do here. So not a tight turn. Well, it is kind of a tight turn in T1, but it's not got the chicane. It's not got the Ocon Verstappen chicane that we are so used to nowadays in F1. James doing a good old job. I think that's the only James. Yeah, I don't know which James it is as well. One of the James. Oh, there's two Jameses. Oh God, and I don't know which James is which. We found ourselves a James sandwich with a Paul filling. Oh God, that's going to be confusing. Paul in P4. As I just said, James is in P5. The other James of the James sandwich. Martin's P6. Henry's P7. Colin is in P8. Stu. It's new Stu. P9. Dave. P10. Brad is P11. 12 for Pete in P12. 13 for Phil. With a double L in P13. P14 for Stu. P15 for Jason. His Seeb in P16 and I'm P17. Just laughing at what Callum said. But if Callum's watching and you see where Brad is and what Callum you said earlier, you'll know why I'm laughing. I don't know how long the timer is to wait. This wine is not very nice. And I don't know why, because I think I've had this before. I'm going to have to get the backup beer. There you go. Brewdog. Oh, is it just Brewdog? Yeah. Yeah, it's just a Brewdog marshmallow and coconut layer cake. Not coconut, what am I talking about? Marshmallow and chocolate. I don't really like coconut. But anyway, I'll just keep talking as we still wait for this thing to count down. Any day now. There we go. Screen is fading to black. If there is any audio issues, please do tell me, by the way. The audio is the only thing that is fucking me up right now. But I think I sorted it out before. Oh great, we've got another timer. I get banned for that noise because that was a very sexual. Maybe next time I should remember, like, don't go live or switch to the cameras too early because Andy, I need to stop blaming Andy for everything because I blamed Andy for everything last week. Anyway, somebody set the timer weight to longer than the actual fucking race itself. I think. Is it 20-minute race? 25-minute race? 30-minute race. 2 30-minute races. It's got an hour to come. And another after that where we actually race and don't fucking sit here waiting for the timer to come down and for them to go into the grid. And then we'll have another timer. Because that timer before was only just qualifying ending. Ding. There we go. I think that's the race starting now. 2 minutes to wait. 2 minutes from now, we'll have a race on our hands. There he is. Steve, I think. For some reason the bottom thing's not showing up. Usually it does. Pretty sure that is Alex in the Porsche. It is. Alex, Steve in the Nissan. Alex in the Porsche. Porsche behind him. Definitely, for some reason, turning sharp left. Oh, that would have been quite good if he did do that, but I think he's learnt his lessons as we jump onto the beam. And then the Porsche, as I kept saying last week, the fucking remote control car that it looks like. The smallest car ever known to man. Even smaller than that car that Jeremy Clarkson drove that one time. Anyway, a minute to go. And, yeah, it is Sao Paulo, I was right. See, I'm not an idiot. Sometimes. Are those, like, speakers? I think they are speakers on the back. Jesus, those poor crowd are getting, like, fucking blown with speakers. There's 2 of that woman there. What the There's lots of that man that's with his hand up, waving at the drivers like, "Hiya!" Anyway, 30 seconds to go. Hopefully we'll have no issues. And hopefully we'll actually be able to see the start that I wanted to see last week. I didn't get to record it. Well, didn't like... The stream fucked up, alright. Right, anyway. As the lights come on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are going. And the great start. Some people not getting well, that beamer there getting very much taken up by the Jaguar. As Alex seems to have actually gone to P1 already. As we come into turn 1, Steve's going to try and battle it back. Alex seems to have nipped the curb on the inside. And it sounds like behind us there's a lot of action happening. Looking at the live timings. Yeah, there's lots of, I think it's Pete and Hasib, I think, who've had incidents as we come down the long straight until the T will do 3, 4, 3, 43. It's a lot wider than the modern version, and it has lots of people, as I say, that go very wide. Brad's got up to P11, James has gone up to P2, and I think actually Steve's had an incident to drop down into P4. There's definitely lots of time. Qualified in P1, already dropped back kind of to P5. Let's go and watch that battle actually. And I think someone's had a bit of an off. It's James. One of the James is going to drop down all the way down into P14. That must have been a hell of an incident. And I think Adam's gone off now. There's 2 cars off. Oh, it's pandemonium. Absolute pandemonium on the track. Oh, Jesus. James and Steve are battling out. Steve trying to regain the positions that he's lost in this first lap of the race. Still, they've only just rejoined where the F1... Jesus, this is a long lap, innit? Fucking... I know I saw it's like a 3-minute lap, but... Fucking hell, they have made this a very long race. But no worries, because it is a great track to worry about. I like that. Henrik is actually overtaking Paul with a H, trying to hold the outside to get himself up into P6, which is where I think he qualified, so he's lost some positions, well, one at least. That has regained it, but now he's going to also put his pressure on to Stu. Why does it say he's 0.9 behind Stu? But it's definitely not. Maybe he is. And after quite a few incidents, I think the incidents are starting to slow down. There's definitely a gap between P10 and P11. think that's where the points stop as well. So, Alex doing the best out of the rest, especially now he's 3 seconds ahead of Martin, who is himself is under pressure from Steve. Oh, there's some Robbins racing, yeah. The bumper cars, that's the word I was thinking. And like in NASCAR with a bump drafting. There we go. Steve has actually got past him because he bump drafted him. There you go. Oh no, Martin's got past him again. Oh, it's going to go side by side into T1. Looks like Steve's going to get the inside line. Is he going to go too high as the Jaggers? A nice little drifting moment. And Phil with a double L is going to drop down into P15. Steve is regaining that time. That is lost after a terrible first lap, as they're all into the second lap basically now, I think. Except for Stu. Phil's on into the pits. Adam's just going to cross the line now. And most people have. So I'm just seeing if I could tell what he's doing in the pits. Is big old Phil. Don't think he's doing anything. Anyway. Nice day today, innit? Right. I've totally forgotten it. I was sat there waiting for something to happen. Let's just add a bit of a... Right, okay. Anyway, James is getting past Jason. Little bit of car. Henry's actually got past Paul. He's got past Stu, who's got a big off. Not really big off, just hit the grass. Definitely slowed him down quite a bit, and it will do, especially as they're coming onto the straight. He's going to lose quite a few positions here. I think he was in P5, he's dropped all the way to P10. Could he even lose more, especially Henry and Paul are having a big old battle. Dave is getting his eye in on this battle as well. Oh, fights are happening. 25 minutes in to go. 5 minutes into the race, that's what I was thinking of, as Henry has got the inside. Paul is going to outbrake himself a little bit. And Dave is going to back out a little bit. It did look like Dave might have taken an opportunity to get up on Paul then, but maybe thinking the wiser. As Henry goes very wide, Paul does a great move down the inside. And he's going to take that place, he's going to lock up, put a whole big pile of smoke into his eyes. It's a nice little tactic. Just smoke screen your opponent. Oh, gee, Paul? Huh? Hello? Okay, man. That's definitely broken, as Henry's still battling with Paul. I don't know why it thinks Paul's in P1. But that's the live timings doesn't think is in P1 if any of Callum or Henry's obviously not watching. Worrying about things breaking, it's just apparently Paul's dropped down to the P2. He's gonna keep dropping down until it catches up and realizes how wrong it has been. I think that's got to be. Yep. There we go. Right, it's realised how stupid it is. Martin's actually Martin's stayed in position. Okay. Anyway, battle between Henry, Dave and Paul is an ongoing. I mean, Paul definitely got a super speed by going into P1 and then dropping all the way back down to P5. That was great. Great drive by him. Stu, James. On a bit of a battle. Stu putting the pressure and just asserting his dominance by the size of his car. Saying my car's... Oh, Jesus. Looks like he's going to trample all over him, the size of his car compared to his. Oh, you almost did trample all over him, and Stu's going to have to avoid that. No, James, I think, sorry. He's going to have to massively avoid that by going on the outside. I think that was James. Was that James or was that Stu? Who's in the Porsche? I don't fucking know. Anyway, Henry looks like he's dropping back from Paul, getting under pressure. A lot of pressure. Under pressure. From Mr. Dave in P7. Brad 4.5 seconds behind him. Colin getting some stuff done. Getting past David. in the little push. Little bit of push. Oh, it's a nice little back shot, Blackmore. Nice low res picture of Sao Paulo in the background. With some smoking advertising. I love it. Anyway. Things are opening. Dave and Henry, the big battle now. That sounded like someone hit the grass. I think Henry's trying to drift right now. Henry did tell me I need to watch him after the race. Because apparently he'll be drifting, but I know will forget. Colin looking to take advantage of Brad in the corners. Brad looking comfortable in his car, looking to defend more than attack. I mean, he's got no one to attack, but he's got a lot of defending and it doesn't look very safe. Colin put a lot of pressure on him, just waiting for him to make that big mistake. I mean, it is wide here, but I assume it's quite difficult to overtake around in these cars. That sounded like actual commentating from me then. That was weird. I don't like that. Anyway. That's something Henry would have said. I don't like it. That's not something I would have... Anyway. 259.7 from Alex there. 258.6. So Steve is catching up to Alex. 20 minutes remaining. How much is he going to be able to catch up by? He's only under 2 seconds to go as Colin trying to get past Brad on the pit straight. Is he going to do it? He's not using much of a slipstream now. He's gone into a slipstream. The big thick slipstream from the Ford Capri. And it's basically just... It's like Mercedes when they've won a fucking race. Just side by side driving. That's all they're doing right now. And Brad is just eating up all the track. But it looks like Cole's got it on the inside. It might have been the camera angle that made it look a bit better. It is. I think he did. But all this, James, he's actually catching up. James, who had a bit of a crash, I think, at the start. Yeah, it was quite high. I think it was like P5 or something. It's definitely... trying to take advantage of this battle, and I think Colin is going to get this done. Let's go to a different bad camera angle, and I think they're both being put under pressure by James now. Colin is having to do some defenders movers. Why really? And this definitely looks like the battle to be watching right now, because I don't think anything's happening else. James has dropped back a tiny bit, maybe thinking maybe I should sit back and wait for these two to just kill each other. As Colin does look like he's got the slipstream right now on the Ford Capri. As they come round to what is like T6 or something in the F1 circuit nowadays, but it's like T50 billion now. Colin's got the inside on this corner. Is he going to be able to hold it? I think he is. Oh, Brad's going to wibble a little bit for some reason. Almost take out Colin, and I think Colin just held his nerve as James and not Colin. Colin goes a bit wide as well. Like Brad goes very wide though, and he's gonna lose the back end of it, and I think he's gonna be under pressure from James. Is it? Oh, he's gonna hold on to P9. Very much well done by Brad there to keep hold of that. But Colin, after all that, finally got the position that he's wanted for like 3 laps. And that's about an age, and he's Colin James has already got past Brad. That much to the... Oh, he almost like slowed him all. In his little biddle car, but now the problem for James is to try and catch up to Colin, who seems to be a bit of a fast boy right now. And he's got past his roadblock, which was Brett, who's dropped down into P10. Keeping it consistent now right now is Brad. Steve's actually putting the fastest lap, as you can see right now there. 258.5 is only 1.2 seconds behind Alex now. He's definitely putting on the pressure. Oh, I didn't see that. I don't know who killed who, but Brad's going to drive through. Oh, that's a big incident. As Colin's going to drop down into P11. James is going to drop down to P10. I did not see that. I was looking at the leaderboard. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, Jesus. That's a big old crash. Let's see if we can go back onto... let's do some live. No, I don't want to watch. Can I go back? Videos. Probably missing quite. Oh fuck! I can go back and watch it, but I can't show it on stream. Yeah, I was too busy looking at the fastest lap. Oh, actually, Collins lost his back end and just kept going. And oh, he's, to be fair, Collins trying to keep control of his car, but when he's trying to keep control, goes straight to James. So it's obviously completely accidental. James won't be happy about it. But wow, wait, Henry's in P7 now. I think that's Dave's got past him. I think Henry might have another incident there. I wasn't watching because I was looking on the other screen. Anyway. And now Steve on his 0.4 behind Alex to battle for the lead. The battle that Steve didn't seem to be having. Well, was going to be a good battle before the race started. And then in T1, well, not even just before T1, he'd already lost the race and already lost quite a few places. And then by lap 2, he's already like in P4, maybe even dropped back a bit further. But now he's in the battle again. It sounds very weird, that Nissan. It sounds like it's like, oh, it's cool. Jesus, it's almost kissing the wall there, and he's going to drop back quite a bit. As he lost it quite a bit there, and this is basically all flat, I'm assuming. So it would have lost quite a bit of time. Anyway, I think 0.6 is another battle. James and David. James getting past Colin finally. I mean, I think he got past him after the incident anyway. Oh, 0.5 for Colin, who had that big incident. I might, in the middle of this, go and watch the replay of that anyway. That incident, because that's the incident we need to watch anyway. Oh, Jesus, Stu's going to go down very much on the inside. It looks like it's worked out quite well for him. I think Colin may have got more speed out of the corner. Oh, Stu's definitely going to get the speed there as he goes onto the grass. He's going to lose a lot of time as they come up to like T3 or T4. I can't remember which one it is, because sometimes turn numbers can be confusing. Anyway, as they come around this corner, usually it's a big old left-hander, but it's sharper, softened and a bit more soft. Oh Jesus, words. It's not as harsh of a hairpin. There we go. That's how you do words. Someone's touching the grass as James got past David's a bit of an incident there, as you can see in the background. If you can just see it, get your microscopes out. There is a Porsche there, just so you know. Yep, the Porsche's there. Yep, right there. Can see it. It's a bit small, but it's there. James very close to Martin for the podium. 13 minutes to go. Ooh, that was close, wasn't it? Fucking hell. The Jag and the Porsche battling it out. James is going to outbrake Martin, but Martin's going to park it on the Apex. The Apex. And definitely going to do very, very well to keep that position, to be fair. Especially James seemed to be able to get past him after Martin walked up massively and put his big chunk of a fucking Jag on the on the curb, on the apex. Anyway, Steve only a second behind him now, getting closer, and of course he's not going to fuck up this time, is he? No, he's not. He's going to get the exit, the better exit, and only 0.9 behind him. Seen some good racing so far, not much in terms of overtakes. Well, there has been overtakes, if you know what I mean, but there hasn't been good overtakes. Steve is like 6 tenths faster. Maybe 7 tenths faster than Alex in front of him. Anyway, this does actually seem to be the battle to watch. James maybe is on Brad, but oh god, that wasn't me. That was the server. Bad server. That's a great camera angle. Thanks, game. Anyway, as they come around, Alex is doing some defending, but it might have been a bit too much defending because he almost lost the back end as he went onto the grass and could have very much ruined his race. Steve is going to go down the inside, doesn't get the better exit. Alex might pull away a bit, but I don't think he is. Steve, definitely keeping things real. That was very. I don't know why I said that. James has actually got past Brad. Good job, James. Not just Brad. Maybe thinking about trying to get back. Oh, there's a bit of a battle between these two behind them. Stu and Colin. I'm just trying to... Right, maybe this is the better one. Maybe that... Meh. Anyway, Martin on James again. James looking for that podium position. Keeping in mind, there is a battle in front of them. So I will be keeping an eye on that, but this does seem to be the better battle right now as James is trying to go down out the outside. Oh, some drifting going on from mine. Does really well to hold that fucking big concrete block going straight forward. Oh, and there's lots of locking up. Definitely has to put 2 feet on the brake probably to stop that thing from just flying off over the other side of the track. But he's doing very well to keep it going, keep it on the inside, keep it in front of James, who's trying his best in his beautifully coloured pink, blue Porsche and yellow, a sprinkle of yellow there, you'll see. But, jeez, Martin is doing a race of his life right now, keeping that podium position, and probably just keeping his second eye, one of his eyes, on the rear view mirror of where James is, but keeping an eye on front of him. Jeez. And also Paul, keep in mind, just behind them, definitely going to try and put under pressure. But I think Steve's got the first place. I didn't notice it, but good job, Steve. And he's just got in front of him as they come up this second straight. Is Alex going to look down the inside? It would be an Alex thing to do some late braking to come up to the corner now. He's not going to move in the inside because Steve is going way too fast. So Alex does very well to keep the back end in check. And things seem to keep on like this. Wow. Steve's got past Alex. Alex gonna obviously fight his way back as much as he can. Oh, and he's touched Steve. And that's definitely disappointed. Okay, actually, undisappoint. I take it back. You let him past. Good job. Right, we're back to normal. Obviously, it was an accident. He didn't mean to go into the back of him. Did a bit of little braking. Little lip braking. And Steve is Gonna drive away for the time being. Letting him pass probably didn't help him, obviously. Did the right thing, but it wouldn't have helped him in the long run because Martin's lost it. I can't tell whether to trust this thing now. Martin has lost it. Martin's lost it. He's lost P3, and Paul is going to P3. James, who was battling for P3, is trying to battle for P3 again, but with a different person this time. Who's in Paul in the Bimmer. So there's not much of a concrete block in front of him. There's a fucking very wide, flat concrete block in front of him. Now, Henry's got past Dave into P6. Lots of overtakes happening in the latter stages of this race. Look at me with the words. Dave's getting past Henry again, though. There's a battle between these two. Dave, no, I think it's Henry on the inside, actually. Oh, and it looks like he's going to keep the position. He's going to get the position back. Lots of good racing happening towards the end. I just said that. Anyway, these two battling it out well through the curves. I think they have a name, but I've forgotten the name. Oh, that's some big old locking up from Dave. Big smoke screen there. James he's trying his best to get past anybody who is in P3. He's like being repelled by P3 as Alex does a 4 temps slower lap, so he's going to be 6 temps behind Steve. Colin's going to get past Stu. He's going to be in this battle, freeway battle for P9. Brad, Colin and Stu in this battle. And then P1, P2, as we've been saying, still battling it out. But this, James and Paul, looks like the battle to be happening. Although every time I go to it, James drops back a tiny little bit and doesn't actually finally get past whoever is in P3. Don't know why I keep yawning, but James has finally done it. I think Paul may need a set of pants. New set of pants after that, because he definitely absolutely shit himself at the sight of James barreling down the inside, but didn't hit him. And I think Paul may have like seen that and then like gone, oh fuck, and then just moved and gone very wide. Nice. Right. Paul. Things are getting boring apparently. 4 minutes to go. Yeah, what the fuck? Although usually when I say that, things just decide to like go mental again. But Martin in P5 definitely lost 2 places there. Oh, and I think Paul decided to try and do the same thing to James. But couldn't get it done. And Paul didn't blink under the threat of the Paul. Wait, what? Did I say them wrong? Anyway, Brad's under threat. Brad's under threat from his rear bumper because Colin has absolutely killed him and is going to absolutely drive off. Is he driving off? We'll wait on the When He Disappointed cam because Colin just, you don't just drive off like that. Oh, they're both waiting? Oh, they're both waiting. The fuck? Maybe undisappoint cam because maybe they're having a pact right now in TeamSpeak where they're like, oh, you go past, no, you go past, alright, I'll go past, no, you go past. And I think they're going again because David is putting pressure on now behind them. As Brad is actually a lap past, I think. Back up into P9, where he probably deserves to be. It's quite nice by Stu there, to be fair. I don't think he was involved in that incident, and he just let them both past. So very nice by Stu. Stu could have totally just driven off. I'm going to sneeze. Phew! There you go. I promised to sneeze and you got to sneeze anyway. Yeah, going to cross the line now. P13. P13? 3:13. With 1 minute to go. Oh, someone crashed behind there. Not quite sure who that is. Adam, maybe? Adam. It is an Adam. Oh, does it show that? Oh. Could have been smart. Alex is dropped back quite a bit towards Steve. Paul gonna try and retake that P3 that he got taken off by being scared. Especially when James is going to go and touch the grass like that and basically drive the grass thinking it's a 4x4, but it's not. It's a little Porsche. Not in a little Porsche, but a small Porsche. It's not even that small, to be honest, is it? Compared to the other Porsche. Well, here we have some good fight between these three. We did see that disappointed camera come out between these three. Well, not these three, those two. And Colin and Brad. But these three, I think these three have been fighting for a long time, if I'm not mistaken, because every time I see Brad, he's definitely in a fight between three people. With 20 seconds to go, let's see where Steve is on the track. I think this is the last lap. Although it might not, I think it is going to be. Oh, Brad's an incident, he's going to lose the position. God damn it, as soon as I fucking walk away. Walk away, change away from that camera. Brad's had his incident. Maybe Brad's happy about that. That his incidents aren't shown on live TV. Live TV. There's Henry, actually, on the final lap. He's going to be under pressure, but we'll go. He thinks Paul's in the lead again. Steve's going to cross the line in P1. Then Alex. And then James is not too far behind them. Martin, who is a bit far behind them. Is Henry what? Henry's lost a place? Ah! Things are happening on the last lap and I don't like it because I'm not paying attention. Don't make me pay attention. I don't think Henry's going to get the position back. He's going to try and eat up that Porsche in front of him. He might get the outside. I don't think he is. I think he's going to drop back a bit and I'm going to lose. There's not much slipstream coming after that Porsche. But we'll stay on board with Henry unless something else happens. I don't think anything else is going to happen. Because he said to watch him because of the drifts. And if he doesn't do the drifts, I'm going to be disappointed. And I'll never watch him again. No matter how good the race he is that he's doing. Not much drifting going on right now, Henry. And he's pulling over. Wow, I've never been more disappointed in Henry in my life. And he's liquid molly, promoting drugs while not drifting. Oh! Nope, no drifting. Oh, yeah, that was alright. Oh. Okay, now I think he's trying his best to drift everything. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, I think he's just a bit shy. Yeah, I think he's a bit shy on the camera. I think he got under pressure. I'll give him 4 out of 10 for that. That's been generous. There we go, that's the Henry drifting. No. Oh, he's killed the post. Is he going to drift around here? There's a Ford in his way. He's going to back off. He's going to go into the back from... Nope, but he's going to keep going. Oh, he's drifting. Is he think he's drifting? Is it a bad camera? I've got to see if he's drifting. He's not drifting. Okay, right. He's getting the. Yeah. Nope. Right. Come on then. Inside. Yeah. There we go. Oh. Oh. Nah, not sideways enough there. Not side. No. This is just like understeer. Okay. 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 No. Okay, the left-hander coming up. Nice drifting position. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. Is he going to keep it? He's not going to keep it. He didn't keep as much as I thought he was going to keep, and he's going to lose control. Alright, the thing that let me down the most in that was Henry's drifting. And nothing else, because to be fair to everyone who crashed into someone, they actually stopped. Callum, get this. They stopped and let the person back past. It's... Yeah. Yeah. It happened 2 times. 2 times. Once with Alex let Steve past because he totally rear-ended him, and then Colin let Brad past, and Stu let Colin and Brad past even though he wasn't involved. So that's my takeaway from this race. People are learning. It's all been a learning experience in this GTR championship. Don't know why I did the plural on that, but I did. But I mean, the T116 championships, it's all a learning experience, if you think about it. Also, Callum, I don't think you were here for the quali. Well, you probably were, but you didn't respond to me. But Brad qualified in the P11. And it made me laugh because of what you said. Anyway, don't know why I'm watching myself. Don't want to watch myself. Can't remember the button to... Can you remember the button to change? Yeah, look at that ass. Yeah, F something, yeah. F4? Can I do this? No. Well, it's welcome. No, F1 changes the camera angle on me. I want to change it to other people. No, F3's the different camera angles. Calm, I know you're going for all the camera angles right now. I mean F buttons. Ah! I don't need to know this. Oh fuck, I've turned the thing on. There we go. Right, F3. It'll work when... Oh, wait, actually. I knew that. Fixed it. Thanks, Callum. Definitely your fault. Anyway, Callum, I like that I can actually know when the race is going to start because of the live timings. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4... Oh, he jumped. 4, 3, 2, 1... And they're going! There, see? Ha! Cheating! Anyway. And oh god, I don't know who that is. I don't know who anyone is. James G. He's in P1 right now with a Stu. Autocam should be on because this is going to be too confusing as they all come around T1. I've never actually... never mind. I'm just going to sit back and wait to see what happens. Although, this has been less crashy than the first race, which is very surprising. Colin's in P1. Stu is in P2. He's having a battle with Colin and Brad towards the end. Henry's going to go all the way up into P3. Not quite sure where he started on the grid. But they're all driving down. This is where things could happen. A pause is going to happen. Oh, that car's gonna jump up a little bit. Henry and Steve are gonna drop back a bit as they come around. Yeah. Colin's still in the lead. Stu's in P2. Martin P3. Let's look who has gained. Who has lost out? Colin's gained 1. Stu's lost 2. Oh, 1, sorry. Martin's gained 3, but Steve Hall. Oh god, why is it? Stop moving! Stop moving! Steve has gained 6 places. Oh, someone's lost out big there. I think that was Dave. Was that Dave? No, it was Alex. Alex is usually really good at these reverse grid races. Gonna lose out big after I think he got punted in the back. Oh, gee, he's dropped all the way down to piece 15. Not looking good for him. Colin, P1 then. Still, Martin's gained 4 positions to get into P2. James has gained 1 to get into P3. Steve, P6. No, he's P4. He's gained 6. Dave's basically said the exact same. Good job, Dave. Henry's lost out in 3 places. Brad. Look at Brad going. Gained 4 places. Hasib. I think someone had a bit of an issue there? Or was that just someone doing a bit of a drift? Hasib doing really well in gaining P8, but even better, Phil gained gained 9 places. I keep saying he's gained P9. I don't know why I keep saying that. Anyway, Stu's gonna go wide though. He's gonna lose his position. There we go. I think that's the one I use. There we go. So Alex then, the big shock of the evening, dropping all the way down into P13. Stu, although the winner of the last race, who would have started P10, I think, like I said, it's getting up into P4 already. Already going to be putting the pressure on the James, trying to eat up James by just driving over him, no flattening him. But he's not going to have to do that because he's going to go on the inside of James and they're going to get the position on James, and now he's going to eye up Martin in his big concrete block of a jack. And the big concrete block is going to hit the curb on the inside. And hopefully, he's not going to drive away. I thought he was driving away a bit, but he's not. He's definitely under pressure from the smallest car ever and the widest car ever. The widest car ever is going to go down the inside. Steve was the winner of the first race, definitely trying to cement his position in this championship by getting another race win. James is going to lose out quite a lot there, and I think he might even lose the position there to Dave. No, he's not. Anyway, James has got past Phil with that double L. Steve, is in going to P1. Colin's dropped back. Must have had an incident. Steve's all got into P1 in the second lap of the race with 25.5 minutes to go. Some great racing by Steve. Definitely setting the bar around Interlagos. David's going to drop down into that place, but he's also in the pits, so assuming there was too much damage on his car, he's going to disconnect as well, unfortunately. So we've lost David in this race. James is going to get the position on Hasib, who I think... No. Eh? Okay, Alex has got the position on Phil. Is Phil the one in... No, it's Hasib. He's going to get position on Hasib as well. Very nicely done by Alex. I think, especially because them two... Well, I don't think Hasib did, but I think Phil had a bit of an incident. Anyway, Colin going to be trying to put the pressure on the losing out James, who was in the battle between those 3 at the front. And actually, Colin was a losing out one, he was in P1 as well. And going to be trying to battle him back, but I don't think... Well, he might have the pace, because I think Colin was quite a consistent boy. As Alex actually gets past James, Alex trying to get the positions back that he's lost after being absolutely rear-ended. Not in the good way. As we're on board with Henry now. who is trying to get past Dave. The two Ford Capris. Food Capri. Oh, Henry's going to knock the back of Dave. Luckily, Dave didn't actually spin out. They both will have lost time now as Alex is hunting them down. Not been great races for Henry so far. I think Henry had quite a few incidents last race. He's definitely had a few incidents this race as he started quite high, I think he would have done. And he's dropped all the way back into the P6 again. Anyway, Steve, obviously driving away in P1, basically 2 seconds ahead of P2. Henry is still gonna hunt down Dave, who was in P5. Let's sit up, because my back was hurting. You only feel like you got a burp, but it's not coming. You can feel the gas. Yeah, well. Anyway, Paul, get past. Go. It's like a fucking primary school. Paul, get past Phil. Paul gets past Phil. Who seems to have dropped in back places. Oh, there we go. There's the burp. Sorry, people don't like burps, but fuck you. Anyway. James has actually got quite far away from Colin, who was quite close to him, but James is going to get on the end of grass, trying to hunt down the fucking big... Oh, don't get too close to that Jag, because that Jag will squash you, James. You will not get out of that car. Both in the similar colour cars as well, so in the wreckage, we just won't be able to find any remains of you. It'll be disgusting. Anyway, I think this is probably a terrible time to go to the toilet, so I'm going to go now. Oh. Oh, Henry's got past Dave. Oh, God. See, this is why it would have been a terrible time to go. Ah, fuck it. Ah, Alex has got past Brad. Ah, right. Right, I assume everything's happened. Oh god, yeah, it has. I think maybe we had a Phil incident of him. Well, it was Paul last time, wasn't it? Who was getting into P1 all the time. But I think Phil might have been the one who's doing that. He's going across the line right now. James still putting the pressure on to Martin in P2. Dave, who I think lost out to Henry, is gonna keep putting his front bumper onto Henry's rear bumper. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Lots of fun happened. I think my leaderboard's fucked up a bit, which is fun because I assume it's a track thing. That sounds like... Sometimes it does sound like there's a car on... Okay, I think there was a car on the track. As Collins actually did... Okay, yeah. Usually I'm thinking of wrong things, and then Colin just completely ruins my idea of what was happening. Anyway, words keep coming out of my mouth that do not make sense. Henry in P4 is gained a few positions. Doing better than the last race, it seems. Can't remember where he came last race, but I think he's doing better. After having I'll be honest, a terrible start. He has definitely gained back the positions. Maybe he heard me talking shit about his drifting. I was like, fuck that, Winnie. James has got past Martin as I cut to them and they're both drifting round the corner. Oh, they had a little hug. That was cute. Martin, though, gonna drive away. That was something to cut to, wasn't it? And especially as soon as like them two have a fight, everyone else in the world is having a fight, and James and Brad are having a fight. Brad's trying to get back on James. Brad has got back on James, but Brad decides he doesn't want the back end anymore, so he just like goes wee. And everyone in the world is fighting right now. Alex is trying to get past Dave. It looks like he's going to get it done as well. He's going around the outside. Oh, sure, he's not going to get it done. He's going to touch the grass. The Collins are going to put pressure on him as well. Oh my lord, thank God I didn't go to the toilet right now. James, that's a posh Wanny apparently is coming out. Was very close to someone. Alex has got past Dave, and now Alex is going to set his sights on Henry, who is 1.2 seconds ahead. 17 minutes ago. Oh, Callum's not in this race. Don't know why I said Callum. I think I was going to say he can get this done probably quite easily. Steve's putting on their fastest lap. Let's see what lap times between Henry and Alex. Henry does 1:3:02.8. Oh, but he's 3 seconds faster than Henry. More base 2 and 2 temps. 2 and up there. But yeah, Alex is going to catch up to him, I think, by quite a margin. And most of the times right now, the intervals, are... Why does, like, Alex's driver was putting his head down to try and get fucking... Yeah, he's putting his head down for some reason. Anyway. He's, like, trying to get the error. Like a fucking motorbike. Yeah, look, he did it. He was, like, really confused. Oh, James and Brad are in a battle. And also, I think... Paul's getting in it as well. Oh god, Jesus! There's not much track there, and Brad. Oh, he did quite well to hold that, but he's going to drop down 2 positions, I think. James there, under pressure from Paul, I think. Yeah, this is the James that that's the James. Oh. Phil having a bit of just a stopping moment. He didn't really want to race anymore, apparently. Just going to do some donuts. Yep, 6. Okay. Yep, I'm going to lose that to Stu and to Seep. Seep and Stu going to come up a bit. Philip is going to disconnect, I assume he just did. Anyway. Maybe you're not having the best races. We cut to James and Martin, and James is going to wrestle his way in his tiny little car. His tiny little car. Look at the size difference there. Jesus. Anyway, James getting the inside, getting the position. This time looking to hold on to it. I think Martin's come back last time. And Paul's gonna get past James, as well as James is gonna hit the barrier. He's gonna come back on and hit James. Paul. Jesus. So many close battles going on. So many close fights happening. So many close scrapes happening, yeah. And so many close moments happening this Christmas. But not too close, remember. Henry, under pressure, is apparently becoming a man new saying. From Alex in his Porsche, Henry in his Ford. Don't think Henry's going to be able to... He's going to be able to hold on to this one, unfortunately. May keep it for a while. He is a good racer, is Mr. Henry. But Alex is all that much better as he goes down the inside, and it looks like it's a done deal already as they come around after the second corner. Or is it the third corner? Who knows? As Alex's character puts his head down for the error. And he's gonna go down into this not hairpin, because it should be a hairpin, but not a hairpin. And this weird layout of Interlagos around the beautiful corners of Sao Paulo. Just very long. But it's time relevant. Also, we're not in black and white this week, because it apparently wasn't Andy's fault. It was my fault. I like to still blame Andy, but there you go. James has actually lost out to Martin again. This fucking battle's been going on like forever. Is he gonna go down the inside? No, he's not. But it's gonna keep him behind him, is Mr. Martin, who's doing a very oh god, he's reverse entering into the corner, and I think this time Martin is not going to be able to get that position back, especially when Alex has gone past him. Henry's gone past him. Is Dave going to get past him as well? He is. Is Colin? He is. Is James? No. That was an incident for Martin, unfortunately. Thank God I actually caught an incident on my stream. Usually I missed them. As we come up to basically halfway. Oh, there. Good job by Brad there. No, not Brad. Paul, sorry. To hit him, spin him around a tiny bit, but allow him to drive away. These guys are learning, Callum. They're learning. They're learning how to do some respectful driving, and I'm very happy for it. As Brad probably is going to come and ruin it all. Alex, who, to be fair, has done some great driving to get through all the big pack. Obviously the faster driver, but it's not always that easy, as you see with Bottas, who's in the faster car, but can't get past the slower cars. Anyway, enough of F1 memes. On board with Brad. Doesn't look much of a race between him, Paul, who we just saw going to the back of James. But let him go. Gonna try his best in these 11 minutes that he has to get the P8. So once. Yeah, like there's no small gaps right now, is there? No, Martin getting on Colin. Oh, he's going to go down the inside. Quite easily done, I think, for Martin there. I think these two had a big old battle in the last race. Did they? No. No, I'm thinking of James. So I'll take that back. But Martin making easy work of that to one. I don't know. Things could be different. Maybe. Yeah, it was a 10th difference, and I got all excited. And now the gaps again. Small, big. Anyway, Alex has sight of James, and things might return to normal if there's a Steve and Alex front top two. But does James have anything to say that he's done a great race so far? Putting the pressure on Martin and definitely putting the pressure on him to crash. Eventually. Well, not really, he really crashed, did he? He span out. But not helping himself is James right now as he goes wide there. Alex are going to hold on to this Porsche. Porsche v Porsche action. Mini Porsche versus big Porsche. Looks like the big Porsche is definitely getting the advantages right now, but the mini Porsche is holding on for dear life as they come around. I think, yeah, coming around the second to last corner. I mean, that's technically the third to last corner, and then they'll come up around the is that Glock corner. It's definitely not as tight as it is nowadays. That sounded weird, but there you go. There you go. They come around the last corner now. No, is it? Is this the last corner? No, no, corners are weird. Does Alex have the better exit though? As they cross the start-finish line. Actually, James seems to have held on quite well so far. 8 minutes to go. He's going to have to put a lot of effort in to hold off Alex, but he's doing a good job so far. Especially when we know Alex can make some mistakes, like crashing into other people. Maybe force a mistake out of Alex. That'll be the thing that he wants to do. Maybe force a thing, but it looks like Alex is going to try on the outside. Oh, they're running out of space. James thinking he had more space than he did. Maybe thinking that the other Porsche was a small Porsche like his, so he had like all the room ever. But he didn't. But James, is going to keep that position so far, and he's doing very, very well. Alex might be the faster driver, but James being the better defender and the better racer right now. Although as they come up to here, they're going to go side by side. Alex is going to get the inside line. Oh, there's a bit of touching going on. Alex is going to have the inside still. James though might have the better exit, but I don't think he's gonna. Looks like it's gonna be quite simple for Alex to get past there, and Alex is gonna go into P2. The one that he probably wanted P1, but Steve is way too far ahead for anything like that to happen. Especially if he keeps making mistakes like that as James. Oh, I think James is getting a bit too excited with himself there. Saw lights flash. His name is flashing in lights. Like, James beats Alex in the GTR Championship Legends. And then he spun his back tires and lost the back end and then almost killed himself. But, luckily, he didn't. He held it. So maybe the battle's going to keep on going. I don't know if he is. I don't know. Who knows? What? Alex usually quite a good driver, especially when he's by himself. So things might not be looking good for Mr. James. Especially when Steve's going to be putting fast laps like that. Down, let's see what kind of a lap Alex is going to do. Is it going to cross the line in a few seconds? 5 minutes and a half to go. Yeah, it was a 3 minute. I think Steve was like 3 seconds faster than that, but I'm not sure. But definitely faster. It was in the 2 minutes and 50 somethings. Definitely does make things interesting, these reverse grid races, but eventually towards the end things kind of sort themselves out, I think. Even incidents do cause some people to go back, but those people sometimes, not all of the time, do sometimes get the position that they wanted. Although, as we're saying that, Alex goes very wide, James's eyes are going to be lighting up there, thinking he does make mistakes. I can get back at him. I am only 5 times behind him. I can get P2. I am a good boy, especially when he's going to get close like that. And he's going to be putting pressure on Alex like that. So he's sticking with him. Definitely sticking with him. I think we had a bit of an incident behind there. I'm not quite sure who that was. I think it was Martin, maybe? Maybe locking up his tyres. Not quite sure who. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. It's been quite fun, I guess. It's quite fun to watch some places. Some fights going on. Second race, not as good, I don't think, as the first. But sometimes that happens, especially with reverse grid races. But I am enjoying these GTR races. These legendary car races. I don't want to say AC legends because it makes sound like the drivers are like the legends of the AC community. It's like, no, they're not. They're just like, it's Andy. Wait, where's Andy? The fuck? I just noticed Andy's not there. Wow. Oh, his power's broken. Well, he could open his phone. He could watch the stream, but no. Andy's not here, I don't think. Two minutes and 10 seconds to go. I don't think anything's going to happen. But weird things have happened before. Can't believe it took me this long to realise Andy wasn't there. I mean, right now we'd be talking about like pit strategies, but there's no pits happening. In the last race we were probably talking about like, oh my god, that car's going to be overtaking that car, because that car's going very fast, but I don't think many cars are going very fast right now, so things are opening up. 1.4 maybe, yeah, 1.4 seconds is the smallest gap, which is Martin and Dave. Martin, who was quite fast on paper, but the racing pace has not been as good as it should have been, especially when you saw James putting the fucking pressure on him, and him definitely buckling under it. I think Martin has actually been under quite a lot of pressure in the other race as well, so something he may have to look at in the future, his race pace, maybe his battling pace. I mean, he can practice that, but you need friends, and I don't have friends, so but like I've been saying, Martin is actually under pressure from Colin now. Keeps locking up those tyres. I know it's like a big old fucking ton of weight, but there surely is a way to not fucking lock up your tyres every time you do this. As Steve has actually crossed the line, takes P1 into race 1, takes P1 in race 2. Great racing by Steve Alex, who had especially of a great race. May have been 20 seconds behind Steve, but he drops all the way down to like P15 at the start of the race. Got himself all the way up into P2. James is in P3. Great race. Trying to put the pressure on Martin. It worked. Martin buckled. James didn't. Gets himself a podium position. Henry, who will probably stay on, is going to get the P4. If improved from race 1. Dave's gonna Dave's gonna P5. Martin P6, gonna hold on to it. Colin P7. James is in P8. Some drifting going on. Martin's P9. No, what? James P8. I think I've lost count. Paul P9. Oh, now he's gonna do drifting. Right. Okay. Here we go. First corner. No. no, no. Yeah, I think the camera angle helped him a bit there. Touched the grass there. Here we go. Right, yep. Oh, no. Oh, that was good. That's good. Maybe touch the inside. Okay, right. Corner coming up, Henry. This is your shot. One opportunity. Mum spaghetti. Oh. Maybe. Had a bit of a back end showing there. Liked it. Oh, is this the one? Is this the one? Bit better. Better. Not quite there though. Not. No. It's like he's trying his best, but he's got traction control on. But I obviously won't have traction control. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's a bit better. Bit better. Not sideways enough for me though. Yeah, there we go. Right. Oh, is yep. No. Ooh. Nah. He's got. He's got the effort right now. He's trying his best. Henry. I mean, he's not the last person in the server. Pretty much almost is. It's definitely trying to impress the stream. It keeps going. It keeps going, and he's gonna run out of time. It's another 4 out of 10 for me. Henry, it's just not good enough. I expect more from you, Henry, especially when you told me to watch you. Anyway, thanks people for watching. Thanks to Lee, you can have some more metal apparently. Enjoy. Thanks for watching. And bye.